My name is Filippo Guenzani, and I'm an engineer, and I'm here to talk about the Cubezo and the project history and its major points. The story of Cubezo begins from an idea, an invention of an old man that lives in my same city, who had the real genius idea, the real invention that is here in my hand. It's made by paper, and now I show you what exactly I saw the day this story began. He did the same movement I'm doing now, and so I was so excited because I said, oh wow, this is an infinity toy. I can loop it infinitely and have always a cube. But then he also did he did this magic, and wow, when I saw that the cube was not just a cube but was made about two stars, and they were close together and working perfectly together, I said, okay, wow, what is this? It's beautiful. And he was the truth was that he was not able to play with it anymore because he talked and tried to present this toy to other people, and he didn't have much audience, so he decided to give it to me and as a gift, and he didn't want anymore to have nothing to do with it. So when I got home, I thought, why I have this toy now, why I have this paper cube, and what I can do with this. I was so impressed by the geometry that I would like to protect it and make it reliable and more durable in the time. So I thought about doing it in metal, and this is where the story began. We tried to print in 3D the same geometry, and but we had some issues, some problems, because we understood that we weren't able to print the whole geometry, even if we were able to print the two elements with the hinge presented in vertical. This was a great success after many attempts, but the same day I had this prototype in my hands, I realized that it wasn't possible to do the cube in its whole geometry, because when I had to print the hinges, not more in vertical but in horizontal, this was a no-go. It was not possible with this technology and with this design in particular. So then I decided to move to other technical solutions. Step by step, I went through many other prototypes. I then was able to print finally in plastic a version of the cube that was perfectly working. Its geometry was lovely, and it was really nice to see, and did the same magic of the first one. So I was really happy. I thought my job was done, but then it happened that it fell from my hands, and it broke up in all its 16 parts. So I understood that wasn't possible to be confident that this toy would last the time I wanted it to last. So I would like to do something more, and I asked to the supplier with who I worked with to do this cube, to find out a new material, a different material that was able to be more strong and more reliable to make this same geometry, but make it don't break in such easily like this version. So I understood that was born a new way of printing that was the HP technology that was born in that years. It was printing very precise dimensions, and also was possible to print with nylon that was the perfect material to do the job. So then we did other small steps, and we realized the same geometry with this new technology. It was a bit difficult because compared to the first version, this one had some troubles and some aspects related to the technology that changed a little bit the geometry of the cube while during the melt of the material during the production. So, but then after some attempts, also here, we made it. We did finally realize the cube, but the most important was what happened in this step, because you can see in this first step the opening of the magic part of the cube was easy, and was when the cube is in the hand of a new person that doesn't know it, is easily discovered this magic part. And I realized that with this version wasn't it easy, because doing this particular geometry, I understood that the hinges was doing a little bit more effort to leave the second cube free from the first one. So what was really fun was to see what happened in the hands of other people while playing with the cube. And now I worked really a lot on this aspect to reach the final design that is now in my hand. That is really funny, because people that doesn't know this toy don't discover the magic. So I give the cube to them, and they play a little bit, okay? They do some flips, and then they say, okay, but this is easy. It's just, what is this? It's like a fidget spinner, or it's not like a Rubik cube. It's not that tricky. And I say to them, so yeah, it's okay. It's very simple. I just like the geometry and the feeling that the material gives to me. But then, as soon as I have the cube back, I do tell them, okay, but watch this. What I really like of this toy that you don't discover the magic, and I open it to them, and I love to see their reaction, their emotion. It's like wow. It's like watching a magic. And when I decided really to make a Kickstarter out of it, it wasn't really at the beginning. At the beginning I was just wondering to have this paper toy done, and that's it. But then when I realized that we designed a toy that was able to give emotions to people, I said, okay, we can try to give this magic and these emotions to more people. And this is my job. I'm an engineer. I decided to accept this challenge and to try to figure out if it was possible to make this toy less expensive. And the way is, of course, engineering. And this is why we are trying to bring the project out with the Kickstarter, because we need your help to do the final step of engineering, from a prototype to the injection mold production, and make it possible to have parts and components in order to let this toy be also affordable for children and so on. We need your help to bring Cubezo to reality. There are many ways to do it here on Kickstarter, but we thank you all for supporting us, just sharing this story. Thank you.